to say, see, you guys were censoring people for political reasons. Like that kind of pettiness, I respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's fucking funny. That's hysterical. But in the, you know, in the like the fallout of that is like my favorite social media, which was, I was like, Twitter was hanging on by a fucking thread. Like it was right on the precipice of being unusable, but they always hung in there. It always just worked. And I feel like since he's taken over, like it doesn't work anymore.
It's so bad.
It doesn't work. Like my favorite thing, this is an isolated use case for someone who has a lot of followers. Like the three of us, we have a lot of followers. What the verified tab was is a way of just being like, is someone out there who I know who they are, and it's not always famous people. Sometimes a journalist that has 500 followers, but at least you know who they say they are. You click on that tab and it was a different way of interacting with people than the big one, which was like fans or strangers you might want to, and it just gave you some structure to what is otherwise a big liquid gelatinous mess. That's gone. Mm-hmm. So now you click on it and it's just a hodgepodge. I have no idea who I'm communicating it with. And then like something like, you know, the conflict in the Middle East happens. Like I'm a big Jew and I speak out for my against anti-Semitism. And I think I do it like pretty impartially. I'm not saying anything negative about the Palestinian people that are suffering. They have my support too. Mm-hmm. But just because I'm Jewish and I put out a word out there to support my Jewish brethren who are suffering, I can't open Twitter anymore.
Wild.
Everything's destroyed.
Wild.
Like they've unleashed the bots on me. And it's the same with Instagram, but Instagram, like, I feel like there's somebody behind the wheel and they gave me some tools and I pump up those tools and hey, Instagram works again. It's perfect. And on X, it is like I can't even open it anymore.
It feels like a war zone. What does your feed look like?
It's just nonsense. It's like 30% crypto bots that I block 20 of every time I open the app. It's 50% terrorism bots that are threatening my life and my family. And then it's like 0.5% of people that I wish I could just interact with that are like interested and want to talk about running. And what I feel like, I used to feel like I had a pipeline to those people and I loved it. I loved when someone would ask me some silly question about running or cameras or like, you know, I'm going to talk to this stranger today. Yeah. That made me feel so good.
Feels like all that stuff's gone. Like when I sign on now, it's just school fights, shootings, and just this like, I think what they have elevated algorithmically there based on Elon's strange, twisted viewpoint of what should be elevated by, well, guised under the viewpoint that free speech, it's all free speech. You know what I'm saying? But it's really an elevation of just really disgusting material. I mean, especially with this recent conflict, like there's a dude, I can't think of his name and nor do I want to even mention him, that is taken up a